Hello there and welcome back to Soul Awareness for the moment. This channel will be going back to the Pisces readings. At the end of this video, there's going to be an icon with the Soul Awareness new channel that I have uploaded or created, I should say, to house these beautiful videos, the general messages that I've been posting in the last month, 2 months or so. And I hope that I can see you there. I will be posting a separate video letting you know how you can get there. In other words, a special announcement video about what's going on. And thank you so much. There you go. So I'm going to freestyle it today. I feel like freestyling it. Yeah, I feel like going, yeah, here we go. Whoa, okay. So these fell down face down. So I'm not going to keep them, but I'm going to keep these because they flipped. When I see determination and macrocosm for this deck, I feel right away that it's like saying, you're determined to see the big picture. You're determined to see what needs to be seen. Okay? You are relentless. Okay? Just keep going. Keep doing what you need to do. Let's see what the tiny little book of stuff has to say. Oh, look at that. It had already I guess it had come out before. I haven't come this far to only come this far. That's the saying. Isn't that great? It's like saying, damn it, I've worked hard at this. I am not quitting now. I am not quitting now. When you encounter an obstacle on your journey, you may be tempted to give up. When the road ahead looks complex, you may find yourself spending countless hours in a perpetual dream, wishing that you could find what it takes to transform your dreams into a tangible reality. Close your eyes, see your goal and in its fully realized form. Breathe in the scene deeply and feel the emotion that it evokes within you. Allow the fully blossom idea to be manifest in that very moment. Take in every detail, each subtle nuance that makes this goal uniquely yours. This experience forms a very crucial part of your goal, the vision. This active visualization is only the first part of the process. Progress requires concrete action steps in the right direction. Be specific. Measure in your planning, consistent in your approach. Results will come if you continue to show up for yourself every day. Remember that time will pass regardless of whether you act or remain in a daydream state. Let your determination and desire become the fire that moves you towards action. So it's like I meet each day, head on, with fire in my heart, ready to tackle any challenge as it arises. Now, we had a lot of that in the last reading. My soul on fire, right? Let it be the thing that guides you, that gets you to where you need to go. Okay? Let's see if I can find macro. Is it macro or micro that's first? I'm not too sure. Micro. Looks like micro is first. Passion. Manifest, truth, macro. Okay. Gaze up into the sky on a clear night and you will see 1,000,000 stars, 1,000,000 galaxies spanning farther than your imagination could ever take you. Consider the possibility that somewhere among the great expanse there's another person much like yourself, looking out with the same questions, the same worries, and the same wonders. You know what? Most definitely, we may not be able to bridge the gap between our galaxies right now, because we have, as far as we know, the laws of travel and stuff makes it impossible for us right now, okay? But there's got to be others. Of course there has to be others. It is important to always have perspective of your place in this cosmos. While things in your own reality may seem huge, realize that in the grand scheme of things, your worries are simply a drop in the ocean of the massive expanse which makes up our world, right? Remember that on this journey, you are never alone. There will always be someone who has trodden this path before you. Keep an eye out for markers along your journey, those familiar things that help you to remember that despite how lonely the road may feel, many have forged the same path ahead of you. Tomorrow the universe will waken anew, and with it the promise of possibility for what is to come for you and for all. And before I forget, and that's why I'm speeding through all of this, before I forget, the intuitive hit that came through, I watched something yesterday that said, look at what people have done before you. In other words, grab a book of somebody, or a podcast in this case, whatever you like, okay, of somebody who's already traveled down this road. Okay? Somebody has met the obstacles, and maybe not the same ones you have. Maybe they're not, you know, trying to build the life that you're building, or the stuff that you're trying to bring to life, but they have definitely somebody has met with obstacles and overcome. Look at other people. Okay? People have written down their thoughts, written down their advice, written down everything that they did to get there. Give it a shot. You do the same. You do the same. Okay, so let's take one of these. I'm really loving these. And I've started reading this book, The 5 Rings. Yeah. Okay. Don't let setbacks get you down. I like that. Let's take a look. If you make a plan with due diligence, one in which you believe, whether it be in life or in business, don't give up at the first sign of a problem. Take advantage of favorable factors you identified, but if things go wrong and your contingency plans are scoopered, that's quite the word, then do not turn the boat around. Roll up your sleeves and work hard to achieve your goals. I like that. Yeah, don't give up at the first sign of trouble. Like, honestly, just don't do it. Don't give up at the first sign of trouble. There's no need for that anyway. It's almost like going, ooh, it's, you know, they're showing me you touch a pot and you have a handle, but the handle may still feel warm. But because you are expecting maybe it to be really hot and maybe burn yourself, or you've burned yourself before, as soon as you feel the heat, you let go of the handle. Instead of just like seeing, well, is it really warm? Is it hot, or was it just warm because it's next to fire, but it's still protected? It's almost like you become shy of trying anything because you're afraid that it's gonna burn you. Okay? Sometimes we encounter problems, but it's only helping us to go beyond our capabilities. We're going, okay, I'm gonna do a little more. I'm gonna push a little more. I'm gonna try and figure things out a little more. And that's truly what helps you move forward, what helps you gain perspective and gain momentum. Don't give up. Okay, don't give up. So there's determination. Don't give up at the first sign of trouble. Look at things in a much bigger picture. This is pretty good. It's awesome. I like it. The World. I like. Four of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups. So what do we have here? You know what? From the images, I almost feel like Look at this. What does it give you the impression of? It gives me the impression of somebody holding something really dear. Near and dear, right? Near and dear is what's coming in with this picture. And then near and dear is really the connection to spirituality. The connection to that beautiful, receptive and sensitive, introspective energy that comes in. Don't forget to do a little bit of meditating. I know, it's hard to find time. Try 5 or 10 minutes, okay? I have on my phone, because I have the, I'm not sponsored by Samsung or anything, but Samsung has this health thing that I have on my phone. And if you're not aware, I'm going to share with you, because why not, right? So it's Samsung Health. This is the thing that I do. Okay? And it counts your steps and everything. But if you actually go here, wait a minute. If you scroll down, there's a mindfulness thing that happens here. And you can do breathing exercise, and they offer you examples of meditation. Like if I just go on it, there's take a deep breath. And then there's different meditations, okay? In case you aren't aware. And there's also breathing exercises, okay? And then they have the different patterns that you can do. You can do that for 5 minutes. This is absolutely a game changer, okay? You don't even need to use the steps. You just use that. This will help you. Oh, this will help you so much. It resets. It resets to go back into your body. When I look at her, that's what I think. I think of the breathing exercises. Not only that, it just kind of clears the air. Can you not feel like the intensity of breath coming in here? Like I'm breathing in clean air, and I'm letting go of all this anxiety. We tie ourselves up in knots. I think it's a favorite thing to do as human beings. Different times of year too tend to be worse. Here we have winter. Winter's long. Winter's hard. Winter takes away a lot of our vitamin D in this province that I'm in. And I think sometimes it just doesn't work in our favor, right? We kind of just go a little bit, ooh, this is not working. And I think the best thing that you can do is just to reconnect with your body. Also, all their eyes are closed. Okay? Not her, but their eyes are closed. Indicating to me, take plenty of time for rest. I just saw, and I just heard somebody say in a video again, when we're feeling stressed, when we're feeling in a bad place, what do? We reconnect with our body. How do we do it? We either go for a walk, change our environment, and that's all physical, right? Go to bed, go to sleep. We fall back to our physical body to try to help the energy. Now, this will only work so much. You're going to have to do the work energetically to unblock. But if you can, take care of yourself while you're doing that, okay? Like if you need a nap, go for a nap, you know? Like if you need to come back home from work and all you want to do is have a nice warm blanket and, you know, and enjoy a show, not for escape, just for, well, maybe escape a little bit, but just for, you know, to tune out the brain before you get back to work again, maybe the next day, you know. Do what you need to recharge the batteries, is what I'm trying to say. See, I'm not trying to promote escapism, but I know how good it feels like sometimes to just be careful, because sometimes you sit and decide, I'm just going to sit here for a while, and, you know, 3 weeks later, you're still doing the same thing every single day, and you haven't accomplished very much. So this is a temporary thing to recharge and continue on, and then you are able to just kind of, you know, do the stuff you need to do. All right, so over here is the World card. Ultimately, we want to culminate to something that's going to end up being what we want, right? We want to feel a wholeness of being, to get to the prize, to get to the end. But sometimes you need more than that. I have accomplished goals where I get there at the end and I'm thinking to myself, is that it? This should be a clear red flag. If you get to the end of something and you're thinking to yourself, that's it? Is that all there is? Yeah. You need to kind of look at that. Because it means that it's almost like I'm feeling you fought so hard to get there, by the time the fight was done, you didn't know what you were fighting for anymore. Be careful of that. That one catches a lot of people off guard. It's caught me off guard a few times in my life. It's not always the greatest thing, honestly. It's really not. Okay? So make sure that when you're trying to get to where you need to go, that you are, not this one, you're working still in a state of passion, that everything that you're doing is still in line with what you want, right? It's still your North Star. It's still your passion. You're still feeling great. A great indication of that is that sometimes things can get hard, but it doesn't, but to do what you're doing doesn't become a burden. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this weight on my back. No. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm going to pull some clarifiers for these. And why not? Okay, right. So when I see this, when I see the Three of Hearts in between the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, I just feel that it's connecting everything together. That's what I feel this is saying. It's like I'm connecting everything. I'm connecting what I love, what I want to keep close to me, and connected to my soul's wants and needs and my receptiveness to allow it to receive it. Okay, if that makes any sense. That's what's coming in with that one. That's what I feel with these beautiful cards. Okay, so let's see. 21, the World, and with it, the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so still a lot to learn. Still a lot to learn. A lot of green showing up at this end here. A lot of green, a lot of gardening to do, okay, before we get here. But you're getting there. I love that it's green, because to me, what I feel it's saying, look, yes, you still have some work to do. Yes, you still have a path to go through. But you're doing the work. You really are doing the work. You're learning the things. You're being the student, the apprentice. You're going to school. And you're learning. And as long as you can keep the fire in that learn, you're good. Okay? This is what I love about my channels, is that I'm always learning something new. I'm going to revamp one, I'm going to continue with this one, and I'm going to keep working at them and bring the fire into it. Bringing more of me, the real me, wanting to help people, absolutely, but keeping it interesting. I want to keep it fresh for everybody. I want to keep it happy and still very helpful, okay? We're working on all the things that are going to be good. So I'm going to start showing you these cards, because I don't know, from a distance, I don't think anybody can really see these. This is a reprint, so she's a little dark, but she's, you know, I love these. These decks, this deck is a collage deck, and little known fact, or some of them do, this was the first deck that I ever bought. Three of Hearts, very pretty. This is my second deck. This is my channel working deck. My original deck is actually in this box right here. This is where I keep the original. It's right here. It's so tiny, and it's so it's it's seen better days. But yeah, it's close to my heart. It's always been so intuitive. You know, it's that kind of deck that you use it and the cards fall and you go, that's just amazing. Like, it's just amazing. Dead on, dead on. I used to say that all the time in the 90s. It's so dead on. It's so dead on. It's still dead on. All right, so here we go. And now I have like a million decks. I'm almost ashamed to say it. Okay. You are living poetry. Love it. Let's pick another one. Just because there's a space. So of course we need another one. There's a space here. There's a space. There needs to be another card. Of course there needs to be another card. And look at the color. Look at the blue. Look how the blue and green, maybe I don't need another card. Look at the blue-green. Look at how they're touching each other. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. Yeah. It's right there. Oh, it's okay. That's all right. Look at this. How synchronistic is this? Okay? And this is why I love my job. Okay? That's why I love my job. It's so easy to do this. I feel like David Copperfield. The only problem is I have no idea how I did the tricks. No idea. I'm like the crowd going, I did that? That's amazing. I love this. Success in transformation. You are living poetry. All right. So 13 is 4. 32 is 5. Look how I put that together. 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. So stability, wisdom. Stability, wisdom. Emperor, stability. Hierophant, wisdom. Guidance, teaching, learning. Stability, learning. I'm learning and I become stable. And then I'm learning. Okay, so let's get this beautiful, you know, and I'm just going to look at the words and I'm going to tell you, there is success in transformation, not by what you accumulate, by the process of transforming. So in other words, if you're learning something new, success. If you learn to see the bigger picture, success. If you're determined and undeterred and don't let setbacks get you down, you've transformed something. Success. You understand? It's like you're just succeeding. I'm succeeding. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So, let's see. 13. What else they have to say. Right? Because I've kind of said it all, haven't I? A major phase in your life is coming to a close. There's a world card, a culmination. And a new beginning is coming into view. The natural cycle of death and birth will bring positive closure to a long-awaited cycle of completion. Ta-da! And this is also can be seen as something new. Okay, Pentacle, the page, is almost like the ace when it comes to the suits, the court cards. Because the page is the youngest, the king is the oldest, right? That's like an ace. So the end and the beginning. Are you ending and you're still learning? Who knows? Whatever fits, you use it, okay? These endings are inevitable and we must allow them to happen naturally. Radically reframe any imperfections or unsuccessful attempts that have led to this. It's okay to make mistakes along the way, so accept them as invaluable lessons. Lessons, 4, 5. Emperor, Hierophant, learning, wisdom. That have shown you how to become more resilient and more accurate with each successive try. Wisdom. Accumulating wisdom. Okay? For me, I see the Hierophant as a great monk who sits there and writes a book and learns a lot and then gets more information, has to write another book. And then gets more information, writes another book. It's a journal of enlightenment. Okay, so this is what I see. Okay. It's okay to make mistakes along the way, so accept them as valuable lessons that have shown you how to become more resilient and more accurate with each successive try. Lean in with growth mindset. right here. Don't let setbacks get you down. Yep, another freaking growth opportunity, and begin to identify with ingredients, which ingredients we're missing. Then get ready to make some superstar upgrades, because continuous self-improvement is key to this transformation. One evolution leads to the next. We're never done learning about who we are, nor about who we're becoming. And because of this, it's never too late to start. You're not too late to make it. Let go of old ideas and old ways of being and be reborn into an extraordinary new opportunity. So these are some prompts that you might want to take. What is ending? What is beginning? How can you honor these two states of transition? Do you tend to rejoice in the new or lament the past? Every great success story includes moments of rejection, mistakes. Before that wildly incredible step was taken. How have you transformed and transformed again in order to be ready for your big moment? How are you welcoming continuous improvement into your life? And what thing can you do differently that would be a dramatic improvement over the last time? All right, so last but not least, I'm going to read this because I've been saving it. I'm savoring it because I feel like this is a kudos to you. You are living poetry. You are poetry in motion. Anybody remember that song? Poetry in Motion. I think I'm going to have to look it up now after this. I haven't heard it in years. It's a very old song. What is your personal brand of expression, sacred creator? Are you allowing it to shine through all the things you think, do, and say? You are living poetry. And your unique rhythmic nature reflects a soul story, a resonance, and a signature of verses that is all your own. As the breathing, moving, changing expression of the divine, how are you showing up in your story? How you express yourself in the world allows your energetic light to shine fully or not. It's time to interact with your life in a way that reflects the most luminous parts of your nature. If part of your poetry has been hiding beneath the painful scars of a past memory, or if something is getting in the way of your full creative contribution, get curious about how those experiences, those past fears, worries, guilt, could actually help you to better understand your gifts and your ballad. Look at all of it, share it, transform it, and make your expression of self a prerequisite of what comes next. In the radiant poem of your life, it's who you are, and it's how you heal yourself and the world around you. What's the color of your personal poetry? How does it make people feel? What sort of beat would it have if it were music? What would make it happiest? How can it best be used to inspire and heal the world? Well, right now, these are questions you may ask yourself, but you know what? I think right here is where I would live. Look at all these beautiful colors between the blues and the greens, between feeding the ground, the green planet, with the blue water of receiving a flow. I think that's the optimum thing to do. I do love that macrocosm is purple, and I am Pisces, so yeah. Are you seeing that? And absolutely, I'm eating all of this up. Are you? If you are, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, because that's where these videos are going to end up. Well, maybe not this one, but the next one, okay? This one you can save in a playlist or a watch later if you don't want to lose it. But you can also just go to this channel, make sure you're subscribed to it, so that next time that I post these type of videos, you will be made aware. And I have another channel, Life Path Number, that you might be interested in, where I read people's life paths. If you click on that one, there's also a video on the homepage explains to you what life path is, and I post weekly there. And right now, if you're interested, there's a playlist you can watch. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.